Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a two-page layout using the Candid Moments collection from Close to My Heart. This is an older collection. I believe at the time that I'm making this video that it is still available, bits and pieces of it at least. It is absolutely one of my favorite collections. I love the colors. I love that it can, I don't know, it's perfect for boys, but there is a feminine side to it as well. So it's definitely a layout that I've been using a lot to document my kids. So I drew inspiration from Crafty Concepts with Erin, I believe, for this layout. I decided to usually I'll border all four sides of my layout, but for this one, I wanted it kind of flow all the way across. So I only bordered three sides of it so that, the white kind of just flowed all the way across. And then I'm going to do a bunch of layers, which, if I'm going to be honest, since this is my favorite collection, I could have actually probably saved quite a bit of paper by kind of gutting all of the different layers like I did with that blue paper, because I needed my layers to kind of go further across the page, if that makes sense, across the two pages. And so I did have to dig into 2 pages of each of them. That was honestly extremely hard to do. I don't know if you guys have collections that you just don't want to use up the pieces. That's how I feel with this, and I was kind of bummed that I had to dig into multiple papers of the same design. So looking back, I would have gutted that striped paper if I would have kind of maybe mapped it out a little bit better, to figure out, I guess, how many inches I was going to leave on the top and the bottom, if that makes sense. So you can see that the blue covers up pretty much all of the stripes, so I could have gotten away with really gutting a lot of it. I am going to stagger my layers across the page. So on page 1, you're going to kind of see that, I guess, the excess is on the outside. I don't know if that makes sense, but once I get this blue one down, I think you'll be able to see. So the papers on page 1 kind of fill up the whole white space, I guess. On page 2, though, I made the striped paper shorter, the blue paper a little bit longer, and then the light blue paper even longer. So it just kind of gives it a different look. I think that's the idea I got from Crafty Concepts with Erin. If not, I kind of pieced 2 of her layouts together, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to get multiple photos on the pages, and so I kind of looked at her Instagram page for inspiration and pieced a couple of them together. So I am going to use a Picture My Life card as my title. That is that So Happy Together. And then on page 1, I have these 2 photos that I'm going to use, my son and my mom, and then my son and my brother-in-law, his uncle. Page 2, I am going to use 3 photos. This is the same place, I guess, along, I think it's like a lake or a river. And so page 2 is kind of fishing pictures. And actually, if you watched my video on Monday, you saw that my son caught some weeds in that video. This is completely different time, completely different city. And again, his catch of the day is weeds. So that is kind of ironic that I'm doing these 2 videos in the same week. So on page 2, I trimmed them down. I did not really want them to go past the light blue paper. So I trimmed down the 2 photos that are going to be on the outsides, and that allowed me then to kind of work with the middle photo, and I decided to double back the middle photo. I just wanted kind of your attention drawn to there because I thought that was just super cute that he caught weeds. So once I get these photos lined up, I am going to use other Picture My Life cards as well. There is a perfect little journaling card that has kind of the circular design that I'm going to use with my embellishing. And so I just double layered. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, sorry. So I had to readjust there. Obviously you can see I ripped it up. It's still fine. Didn't ruin the layout because I covered it back up. But you can see I'm going to kind of offset and layer that Picture My Life card with another Picture My Life card, if that makes sense. And then that is going to go under my photos there. I had to kind of figure out how to place my photos so that that card would still fit on the layout. When I get these all done, I am going to embellish. And what I'm going to embellish with is, Close to My Heart has scrapbooking workshops and card workshops. I got the scrapbooking workshop for this collection because obviously I absolutely love it. But it has extra pieces in there. So they have die cut pieces in the collection and instructions on how to make 3 2-page layouts. However, the third layout in there, I didn't think I would make. And so what I did is I took all of those die cuts, the circles that were supposed to be for that layout, and I decided I would use those for embellishing this layout. So that's one thing I like about those workshops, that yes, you can make the layouts that, you know, all the products are intended to make, or you can stray way off course but still use all of those pieces for a different layout for your own design. So I really enjoyed that. That made embellishing this layout super easy. You can see that I cut some of the circles in half so that I could use them elsewhere, and then just layered the circles. If I didn't have the die cuts, I would have used the stamp and thin cuts. And again, at the moment, that stamp and thin cut combo is still available. It has those fun little circular designs and really actually good titles. There's Adorable, Happy, Fun Times. Oh, it's a really great stamp and thin cut set. I absolutely love it. It was on sale though. I don't know if it's going to still be available because, like I said, this is an older collection. But you can see that I'm just using those circles and then the dark wood grain die cut sheet. You were able to buy that separately as well. And I just wanted to kind of include some of that dark wood in each of the collections, whether it be that circle at the top or a couple of different hearts. And then I did use these little arrows, I guess, to fill in that top left space on page 1. But truly, with those die cuts from the scrapbooking workshop, this layout just came together so quickly, and I just love the way it looks, love the colors. So I will link it down below. If it's still available for you, definitely grab it because, like I said, it is an older collection, and once it's gone for good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this layout, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.